Think about your morning today. Like, you wake up, you instantly check your phone, and the emails are already pouring in. You are rushing to get ready. Traffic is an absolute nightmare, and your mind is racing toward a dozen different deadlines.
Hmm.
And you haven't even had a single sip of coffee yet.
Yeah, that sounds painfully familiar.
Right. And it is entirely possible for you to live a very quiet physical existence. Maybe you are sitting perfectly still at a desk right now while maintaining this feverish high-speed tempo emotionally. All of this inner fuming and fretting produces profound fatigue, intense frustration, and, well, even emotional illness.
It really does take a massive toll.
So taking a deep breath here, how do you possibly slow down this internal chaos when absolutely everything around you feels so, intensely urgent? Welcome to the sixth deep dive in our series on the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. Our mission today is to equip you with the practical scientific tools to short-circuit that exact modern stress cycle.
You know, that high-speed emotional tempo is something we all, kind of normalize. But the solution to it is completely counterintuitive. I mean, emotional control is never achieved through sheer willpower or some kind of mental magic.
Oh, really? Because I always thought it was just about trying harder to calm down.
Yeah, that is a super common misconception. It is actually achieved through persistent scientific practice, and that practice has to start directly with your physical body. We often assume our mind dictates how our body feels, right?
Well, sure, that makes logical sense.
But while the body does respond sensitively to your thoughts, the reverse is incredibly powerful. Your mind can be effectively quieted by first making your body quiet.
Wait, I want to challenge that slightly.
Hmm.
If I am absolutely furious about, say, a dropped project or a missed deadline, just changing my posture or sitting still doesn't seem like it would fix my mental state.
It sounds a little too simplistic, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It sounds way too simplistic to handle genuine panic.
Well, it does until you look at the underlying mechanics of your nervous system. Your brain is constantly scanning your body for feedback. It uses that feedback to determine how much adrenaline and cortisol it needs to pump into your bloodstream.
Okay, so it is like a feedback loop.
Exactly. When you are stressed, your somatic nervous system triggers physical tension.
No.
Like your jaw clenches, your breathing gets shallow, and your vocal cords tighten.
Oh, wow. I definitely clench my jaw when I am stressed.
Right, we all do something like that. But if you deliberately reverse those physical cues, you send a biological biofeedback signal back up to your brain that the threat has passed. You disrupt the adrenaline loop entirely.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense, actually. It is kind of like looking at your mind as the surface of a stormy lake.
Oh, I like that visual.
Yeah, you cannot possibly smooth the water's surface if the physical wind around it is still howling. The water is just reacting to the environment, and your physical tension is that wind. The physical discipline of stopping the wind literally has to come before you can expect the mental stillness.
That is a perfect way to put it. And because it is a biological mechanism, we can use a very specific, tangible intervention. When you notice yourself getting angry or stressed, you must immediately and deliberately do one of three physical things.
Okay, I'm taking notes mentally. What are they?
You unclench your fists, you lower your voice to a very low pitch, or you even physically lie down.
Huh. I have to admit, it is incredibly difficult to carry on an angry argument in a whisper.
It is almost impossible.
And trying to yell at someone while resting completely flat on your back is just comical. You literally cannot sustain the same level of rage.
You really can't. Your body refuses to support the emotion of anger when it is forced into a posture of absolute rest. But, to anchor this physical shift into a lasting mindset, we have to look at the mental anchor you use once the physical wind has stopped.
Okay, so what is the anchor?
The author draws on a standout power, quote, originating from Isaiah chapter 26. It states, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee."
I really love the poetic nature of that. But how do you actually apply that wisdom in a fast-paced modern context?
That is the real trick, right?
Yeah, because my mind rarely feels like it is staying in perfect peace when my inbox is literally overflowing.
Well, the practical application is to deliberately stop during the absolute busiest part of your day. This is the crucial part. Even if it is just for 2 to 3 minutes, you must purposefully pause and reflect on the most beautiful and peaceful scenes you have ever beheld.
So, like a quiet mountain lake or a silent forest.
Exactly. You first stop the physical movement by unclenching and slowing down, and then you immediately give your mind that peaceful, serene anchor to hold on to.
That is powerful. Deliberately slowing down your own physical pace is really your greatest defense against a frantic world. You
Yeah.
actually have the power to stop the wind over that stormy lake just by controlling your muscles.
It is a huge perspective shift.
It really is. Please make sure to like and subscribe to get notified about the next deep dive. And as you step back into your busy schedule today, I want to leave you with this thought.
What's that?
If deliberately slowing down your body can calm your mind so effectively, how much of our modern anxiety is actually just a biological side effect of the sheer physical speed we have forced ourselves to operate at?